The work entitled The Environmental Performance of Temporary Urban Interventions, Technical Assessment of Regeneration Initiatives in the City Center of São Paulo with focus on thermal and acoustic performance, is one of the outcomes of a wider international research collaborative project involving the University of São Paulo, University of Nottingham, and University of Birmingham. I'm Joana Gonçalves, one of the co-authors, and will present this paper for you today. Temporary urbanism is an approach to reactivate urban spaces through temporary and short-time interventions in a range of urban contexts. In central São Paulo, the neighborhoods of Luz and Santa Ifigênia are characterized by a high level of deprivation of their physical environments and social structure, with a significant number of degraded and vacant buildings alongside underused public spaces occupied by homeless and drug addicts inclusive. On the other hand, they are also the location of important cultural facilities and listed buildings. In addition to that, the area encompassed by the two neighborhoods is one of the main pool of jobs in the city, and it's well connected by public transportation modes to the edges of São Paulo, where most of the poor population lives. For this specific research, two nearby case studies were selected in central São Paulo, General Osório Square and Cultural Complex Mungunzá. São Paulo is located in a region of subtropical and humid climatic conditions, where temperatures are mild but global solar radiation is significant. Shading is a key strategy for summer, whilst solar access is important for thermal comfort in winter. The Mungunzá Container Theatre is a result of a bottom-up approach dedicated to culture and theatre-related activities. It was built on an abandoned site, and it's supported by two lightweight structures, one made of industrial containers and another being a geodesic dome made of polycarbonate triangular structures and enclosed by a plastic layer. The complex also offers a playground for the neighboring kids. General Osório Square is a top-down approach initiative implemented by the local city authorities, where previously underused square was treated to accommodate different kinds of leisure activities, including the provision of movable outdoor furniture. A wooden deck is also used for short performances, and the square is surrounded by a wide pavement. Despite their different approaches between the two case studies, both projects aim to increase the permanence of residents on their locations by proposing cultural and social activities. The technical work was based on field work, including the measurements in situ of a number of climatic variables, followed by analytical procedures leading to environmentally focused design proposals. In the case of Cultural Complex Mungunzá, emphasis was given to the thermal conditions, thermal comfort, indoors and outdoors. Fieldwork also included time-lapse observations and interviews with general occupants of those spaces. In General Osório Square, emphasis was given to the impact of the surrounding urban noise in the leisure activities proposed to the space. Measurements were taken in the month of August during a typical sunny winter day. The measured data revealed comfortable conditions both indoors and outdoors. The highest air temperatures were found within the geodesic structure, followed by the container building. The lowest temperatures were then found outdoors, under the tree and in the playground area. The geodesic dome had its poor performance associated to the high thermotransmittance of the plastic. In terms of noise conditions, sound pressure levels were around 63 decibels, lower than the 65 daytime limit established by local standards. Design optimization, developed through analytical studies, focused on improving thermal conditions in the summer. In this respect, rather than major changes in the fabric of both buildings, the geodesic and the container theatre, an increase of ventilation rates proved to be satisfactory to improve comfort, thermal comfort, reducing internal temperatures from around 28 degrees to 26 in peak summer days. In General Osório Square, outdoor thermal conditions were within the neutrality zone, showing temperatures around 19 degrees in the middle of the typical winter day when the square is often used by local workers and residents. On the other hand, measurement results indicated that urban noise was an issue, with an average of 66 decibels in the main points of the study, but reaching levels as high as 89 decibels in some peak situations. In addition to that, the perception of those occupying the squares with greenery, urban noise, and robbery, and here we mean maintenance of the greenery, unfortunately showed high levels of dissatisfaction. Acoustic computational simulations were undertaken to examine different scenarios with the aim of reducing urban noise levels and therefore improving users' outdoor comfort. The simulation results pointed out to the significant contribution of reducing speed limits and changing the sound absorption of the roads. The local remarkable socioeconomic complexity and a series of cultural initiatives found in the area of Luz and Santa Efigênia neighborhoods provide a potential for a program of successful temporary structures, such as what can be observed in Cultural Complex Mungunzá or in the General Osório Square. Different kinds of temporary structures already in place in the area of interest are showing signs of positive social changes in these deprived neighborhoods. Nevertheless, the diversity and the quality of these physical structures can be questioned and technically improved in order to enhance even further their positive social impact both inside buildings and in open spaces. The research continues with further development of design interventions. But now, on behalf of the whole team, I would like to invite you to read the full paper in the conference proceedings, and I would also like to thank you for your time and attention.